scorer of Liverpool's first goal, Gravenberch. Bruno Guimaraes! Hope rekindled for Newcastle. Never happened to you, though. Osula in behind! Newcastle have a striker who can score!
Murphy. That's inviting!
To Union Saint-Gilloise, Benfica, Athletic Club and PSV heading to St James's Park as Jacob Murphy sends it across and they're on the board. And it might just be an interesting finish to the match after all.
Miley, Bruno Guimaraes and Anthony Gordon. Joelinton reacts wonderfully when it came his way, and he more than made in December, his previous goal. They could be in again. Here they are, and Osula doubles the lead, just like that. Two quick-fire goals for Newcastle United. It's a good ball for Bruno Guimaraes, neatly into his path. Options now as he brings it under his spell and finds Joelinton, picks the pass. Joelinton finds the finish and surely wraps up the game with his second and Newcastle's third. Barnes again, and Osula arriving to touch it in on the line. Newcastle turning on the style at the finish.
Tonali. And the header by Nick Woltemade. The new St James's Park hero.
To which he eventually played. Here's Alanga. It's a dangerous cross, looking for Woltemade, and it's in. Tonali. Keeper won't be happy. Newcastle ahead after 16 minutes. Neatly dispatched. Union Saint-Gilloise 0, Newcastle 2. To the delight of two penalties for Anthony Gordon the same way. Two goals. And they get away from this position here. Osula stabs it back. Barnes to finish it off. And does so. It's a fourth for Newcastle United. You played a role right at the start of the...
Defender Sabona can get it away. Newcastle win it back strongly. Here's Dan Burn motoring forward. Bruno Guimaraes! Spectacular! Finally the breakthrough. It's Woltemade against Sal's. As cool as you like.
Murphy. Guimaraes, clever ball to find Miley. Woltemade! Oh, what a goal that is! Nick Woltemade with the deftest of touch. To start now. It's Bruno Guimaraes looks for Murphy. Oh, it's Gordon! What a beautifully constructed. He's looking to bowl that straight through, and he has. It's Barnes. He'll have to do it alone, and he does! Oh, what a goal! It's absolutely majestic!
Look at that from Woltemade and Gordon, and now Barnes, it deserves a goal, it gets a goal!
Slot the passes into Smith Rowe for Fulham. Bassey and Bother! It's Murphy! Wonderfully placed, and having and Osula now. Fulham outnumbered. It's all about making the right decision here. Osula saved by Leno, but fired in by Bruno Guimaraes. And then it comes from tonali. Newcastle. Porro has only temporarily held them up. There's Woltemade! And there, ladies and gentlemen, is Woltemade. The giant German heads a second.
moment of inspiration that lifts the West Ham United supporters, but Newcastle straight down the other end on the front foot and scoring with Murphy. And that is West Ham season in microcosm. Hit the post at one end, concede seconds later.
That's a good looking ball in. Dan Burn! With a majestic header to put the Magpies ahead. Away by Vivian. Works the space, Barnes. Joelinton! Newcastle have their second.
Woltemade trying to get in there. Good break Barnes' way, but he's got to turn. Does that beautifully. It's Barnes. It is brilliant. Magnificent play from Harvey Barnes.
Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, that's a beautifully slipped ball. Guimaraes. Oh, fabulous strike! Harvey Barnes, bottom corner. Now Jacob Murphy and Woltemade against the crossbar and in. Barnes again.
This is Sandro Tonali sending it in to Anthony Gordon. Harvey Barnes, 1-0 Newcastle. And Harvey Barnes just cannot stop.
Narrative 2, Pickford has often saved his best for this fixture. He's beaten now though, and Newcastle do have a lead inside the first minute of the game. Onto Livramento, slipped in for Barnes, belted by Livramento, came back to Miley, who slams Newcastle United into a 2-0 lead on the road.
So Brian crossed it.
Malanga, he's done well to keep that, and he's found Woltemade! Sumptuous finish! And in the seconds up to half-time, the Magpies on the murder. Hall. It's Chow again! And Newcastle are rampant!
Comes on for
Gordon with a burst of pace. Woltemade. Guimaraes! That's a fantastic goal for Newcastle. And Gordon scores for Newcastle. Later on.
Guimaraes to deliver, and that is right on top of Dubravka. In fact, it's better than that. It is Anthony Gordon, makes no mistake. Newcastle well on their way to 3.
Put the goalkeeper the wrong way. 1-1. Gordon levels for Newcastle. Gordon around the outside and comes across. Miley! Lewis Miley. Newcastle through.
Raking ball by Cher, could turn out to be an extremely good one. Oh, and Wissa! Right place, right time! They may need him again in a moment. In! Lewis Miley!
There's Guimaraes. Now Murphy's on the move. Woltemade waiting in the middle, sticks out a boot. Gordon waiting across the face of goal and smashed in by Nick Woltemade. Chaos at the back for Chelsea. Gordon. Gordon's cross. Woltemade sticks out a boot. There's another one. He is walking down the road to redemption.
Here trying to evade Kyle Walker. Gordon has managed to get it across. Oh, what a start! Joelinton! Back on the team sheet. Finds Barnes. Neatly worked. It does roll all the way through to Harvey Barnes. And Dubravka with a smart stop. Wissa trying to force it home. And eventually it's in. He has had to be patient for his first real...
Turn this game around. Newcastle have had their chances to put it to bed, and they might have one here with guimaraes,
and he makes no mistake. How frustrating for Burnley, having bossed
As far as Barnes in towards Miley, who kept it alive.
Bruno Guimaraes again for Newcastle.
Straight into the heat of the battle in the middle. Oh, it's towards Henderson's goal,
and through the crowd they have a second.
Gordon. And Barnes! Newcastle level.
Bruno Guimaraes. Stab with the outside of the foot and nodded in. Newcastle on terms a second time. With a deep breath. And an equaliser. And that may not be the end of it as we move into 10 extra minutes. Bruno Guimaraes hits in hope. The ball spins down. Barnes on the turn. Has won it for Newcastle with the final kick of the game.
Woltemade now, Barnes goes again. It's Harvey Barnes, 1-0 Newcastle. The perfect start to the second half. Newcastle in the cup, he scores. And we will go out to Gordon, and there is Barnes. He's done it again. The latest of late goals.
Kovacs' clearance is straight to Bruno Guimaraes. Here's Joelinton for Newcastle United. Wissa 1-0. Oh, a mistake. Wissa is in to capitalise, and Gordon is there to make it 2-0. Twice PSV have earned. Barnes. Wonderful first touch. Barnes is in. And Harvey Barnes has scored.
Period of added time at the end of the first half. That came off Marquinhos. There's Woltemade, and there's the equaliser. Joe Willock stoops to
Sobersley. Willock taken away from Barnes, but it reached Gordon! And Anthony Gordon spears one in front of the Anfield Cop.
Chow. Here's Elanga finding the gap to get through. Anthony Elanga! And finally their dry spell of scoring at the Etihad is ended.
Again, making the move towards the near post, and Kelleher was stranded. And Newcastle United do force it home from a set piece. Sven Botman with it. Guimaraes, clinical. Newcastle have got their man back in the middle.
Willock. And the header, really good save, and then touched in, Malik Thiaw. The reprieve was only temporary and very brief. Gordon. And Ramsey. Double quick time. Spurs were level.
Controversial free kick. Dino escaping a second yellow card as well. Here's tonali! Deflected, but Newcastle, the 11 men against 10, have finally made it count. In by Trippier, out by Bogard. Burn, that's a nice touch. tonali! No need to blame a deflection this time. To get it forward, if they've got any chance of staying in the FA Cup. Not like that. And Woltemade! That is game, set and match, and a place in the 5th round for Newcastle United.
Shrugging off the challenge, poking it forward for Anthony Gordon! corner! Nicely back for Kieran Trippier, delivers, and Chow! It's Gordon, it's 3-0. They look all at sea. Oh, and Anthony Gordon on a hat-trick, and he's got it! From their own kickoff. Gordon with another. Murphy takes aim, a big deflection. Takes it beyond Kakowski for Newcastle United.
With this second corner. Nunes heading it away. It's Hall back through a crowd and in. Lewis Hall for Newcastle United, back on level terms within 8 minutes.
Tonali tiptoeing his way towards the penalty area. It's a chance for Byrne. Barnes and Shawnee, saved by Kakowski, and Tonali puts in the rebound. Newcastle United. Goals. And there might be in again here. It's the second. Joe Linton. Trippier's corner. Oh, a bullet header. Sven Botman.
Ramsey took a deflection, but Newcastle will accept that of their own making. Joe Linton. That was good. That wasn't bad. That is Murphy. Seemed to be deflected again. But Newcastle have answered back again.
And Newcastle have a half-time lead. Trippier. Osula. And he tried to curl it and has scored the most magnificent goal.
Managing to find Tonali, and here's Harvey Barnes. Flag has stayed down, and Barnes puts it in the net. Oh, it's a great finish from Barnes.
Jacob Murphy. Nice ball in, and there's the moment. It's a barnstorming moment. Harvey Barnes for the tune. Finding Joe Willock. Chelsea in danger, and Anthony Gordon walks the ball into the net for just his second Premier League goal in open play in 14 months.
He's holding his run. Hall will continue with his. Can he get it in early? He can. Anthony Elanga in on goal for Newcastle, and they're level. Lamine Yamal has played that straight to Lewis Hall. Now it's Harvey Barnes. Barnes gets it past Araujo, and Elanga has got another one for Newcastle. He's levelled it again.
It's not good from O'Neill. What's he done? Gordon. Anthony Gordon has been gifted the opening goal in the Tyne-Wear derby. Sunderland have just dug a hole for themselves there. What?
Miley, Murphy, Tonali. Oh, Osula's there and stabs it in to give Newcastle United the lead.
She's going to get on the ball as he is in the midfield here and try and make things happen.
Osula, he's in. Senesi trying to keep up. Osula! Offside. The flag is up.
Bruno Guimaraes towards Murphy. Verbruggen is out of his area, slipping as Murphy finds Osula! Joyala! And it comes again from Guimaraes towards Byrne! Brighton's former player. Van Hecker couldn't go back to his goalkeeper. It's Johan Wissa. Barnes! The pain ends for Newcastle United. Harvey Barnes emphatically
for Ramsey, and the run for Barnes. Harvey Barnes from the bench, and that is goal number 50 in the Premier League for Newcastle United.
Trying to hold Newcastle and then make things happen would have been the plan, but they're giving it away here to Barnes, and there are plenty of options for the men in black and white, and Nick Woltemade gives them a lead and strikes. Chelsea, it would pretty much relegate West Ham. Here they come again, Newcastle. It's Osula! West Ham's home team. Osula trying to worsen that right here, right now. He gets it back. He sweeps it home.